actually died the day that she was taken, and I want to know why. I'm finding out that my daughter was actually killed, and that the Department of Social Services took her in case of neglect. I have medical records proving their case is false. I have medical records proving that I never tested. They took her on April 25th.
Okay, so they happened this week?
No, this happened when they took her. I'm a journalist. I'm a freelance journalist. I'm a political analyst. I found out that my daughter was killed on April 25th, and that right now they're using a different child that they took in case of neglect to placate me so I don't report on the fact that they murdered my daughter and that they intentionally murdered my daughter.
And they put somebody in her place.
Yes.
To cover it up.
Yes. And they did this because I'm a human trafficking survivor. I was coming out about being a human trafficking survivor.
Can't photograph in court.
Actually, legally, I can. Guilt versus Kniffy. Guilt versus Kniffy allows for, it's a law. There may
Yeah, it's a
be,
law.
there may be.
You can't photograph in the courthouse. It's a law.
Guilt versus Kniffy allows for the recording of
well,
public officials.
We won't have to debate that. Let's comply, okay?
I want my phone on.
Thank you.
So what are you looking to do?
I
You
wanna
can't just come up and say, I
Well, I
want to see a
want-
judge, you know?
Well, I want
You have to
to
follow
know,
the right-
yeah. Well, here's the thing, the right protocols were not followed. Because my daughter is dead. Right now, the Department of Social Service, I have somebody sending me, this is mail fraud. I have somebody saying that they're sending me documents from the court. I just spoke to the clerk and they said this was not sent from the court.
Okay.
So I want to know who sent this because somebody's committing mail fraud. Somebody's pretending to be.
Well, I'm not trying to take it from you. Just trying to see. Okay.
It's in a Ziploc bag with his fingerprints and stuff.
Okay.
Now, being that I'm a human trafficking survivor, I know this game, I know this song and dance. I've been blessed to be the product, or I'm sorry, to be the victim of blackmail. I've seen high-profile individuals be forced to rape children under threat of death for themselves and their families. I find it interesting how difficult it is for some people to make eye contact with me. Let me finish speaking. I find it very interesting how difficult it is for some people to make eye contact with me after I say that.
Well, I can appreciate your situation as being a victim
Survivor. I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. Because I didn't succumb to the blackmail.
But backing up to
The
your
fact
daughter
that my
was killed. Was
murdered by the state. Let me clarify. Murdered by the state because I'm being told. I've attempted to file multiple police reports. Unfortunately, every single time I've tried, they've been told, well, the Department of Social Services got involved. We can't do anything about it. Well, I have medical records here showing that they say substance-exposed newborn, but all the substance-exposed newborn tests were false. Or, I'm sorry, not false, negative. Negative across the board. They said that she was being neglected, but I have blood work showing that she was significantly healthier in my care than the department's care. So I want to know what the hell's going on.
What about a lawyer?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, my lawyer, the lawyer that I had text message evidence proving that their case was false. I had blood work showing that my daughter was healthier in my care than before they took her.
What is your lawyer telling you to do?
Ralph Sapia, he refused to present any of my evidence. He told me to just say, go ahead, I'll do whatever the health department wants, sign everything over, just do what you're told. And I fired him because I had evidence proving this case was false, and he refused to submit it.
Yeah.
Which is why right now I have the case in federal court.
Bottom line is, we're not here to try your case in the hallway.
I'm well aware. I want to know. I want to know.
Well, I'll try to give you the questions and maybe try to guide you.
I also want to know why this court order has 2 different names for my daughter, and why on the third case it looks like she might have had a different last name that was edited out. So I want to know. That's the thing. I need to know.
A lot of legal questions. There's a pro se law office downstairs if you want to go there.
The pro se law office isn't going to be able to tell me why these court documents have been edited.
They might be able to point you in the right direction, though.
Well, the right direction is the clerk or whomever can pull these documents to tell me why her last name is edited.
Sounds like you have to petition the court and have.
I have been, and unfortunately the court has been turning down all my petitions, which is why I'm currently in federal court working my way to the Supreme Court.
Right.
Okay, well, like I say, you're involved in a court action, so you've got the ball rolling with that. Why are you trying to go backwards?
Because I want to know what the hell is going on here. Because
I get it, but you're already involved in court
people deserve to know why the hell the Department of Social Services, why I'm receiving this shit that is not properly stamped, not properly labeled, not properly sent. This is mail fraud. So I want to know who I talked to about this. Because then we have the Department of Social Services, I already have them in
Are
so
you
much
being
fraud.
subpoenaed for things? Is that
No,
what you're saying? Well, what are these documents that you're?
this is supposedly a court
No,
order.
things that you were sent there.
Yes, these are
What-
copies.
Oh,
This is
copies
the-
of
this
that,
is the-
okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping it in an envelope because
Gotcha.
fingerprints
Yeah,
and.
I heard you. Well, what are they supposed to do? What did they kind of tell you to do with those documents?
Well, what we had agreed on, or what the judge had ordered, they're saying that in regards to any of the information, any of the documents I received is to be filtered through the
The
Department
judge
of Social
had
Services.
ordered something?
Yes, she had ordered multiple things, much of which
Judge
is not,
Cox?
yes, much of which is not on here or is excesses on here.
Okay.
Things that she specifically said, no, that's not happening, is somehow on this order. So I want to know why there's stuff that the judge in the courtroom said is going to happen this way. But the order that I received, that was not properly copied or
Orders,
anything.
then you have a contempt of court and you have to file a contempt of court.
I've already filed a contempt of court.
Okay.
I'm waiting to find out what's going on with that. Because the last
When
time
did
the
you do
Department of
that?
Social Services, I filed it on February 28th. The last time the Department of Social Services filed for contempt of court hearing, they got a hearing almost immediately. But the last time I filed a contempt of court hearing, I was told, sorry, you have a hearing in a month and a half.
Well, that's kind of
Well,
how it
no,
works,
nothing.
but
There's no equal justice under the law here. The Department of Social Services can
I'm
take
not here to
children
debate
in
that
case
with
of
you.
neglect.
You're doing some of the right things as far as it goes. You're trying to move the wagon further down the road too faster than what the system is gonna allow. And There's anything I can do about that to
Well,
make
here's
it
the thing, what the
happen.
system allows is equal justice under the law. If they're getting hearings done almost immediately, and I'm being told I have to wait months, when my daughter might have actually been murdered by the state,
Okay.
there's a big fucking
All
problem.
right, no cussing.
My daughter's dead.
I know, but please, no cussing in here, it's a public place, okay, we'll have to throw you out. We're allowed to, it's up to you.
Okay, the judge will talk to you in court.
Thank you. Yes.